Well, hello there, my sunshiny friends. And when I say sunshiny, I do mean sunshiny. It is in the 90s here today in Massachusetts. It's a scorcher, and I have been staying in most of the day. Stomach's feeling a little wonky. So we're just gonna get right into it. We're here today to talk about the Youth and Tonic 15-day cleanse. And I showed you this a couple of days ago. This one has senna leaf, aloe vera, cascara sagrada, husk, and flaxseed. So I decided to go with this because it was on Amazon and I wasn't really feeling like ordering anything off of TikTok. So as you may or may not have seen, I'm here in the kitchen doing some chicken. There is a viral TikTok cleanse that's been going around for quite a while. It's a blue bottle, and I watched some videos on that beforehand and just recently, and it's literally just laxatives. The ingredients are laxatives. So if you're gonna take 15 days of laxatives, why wouldn't you just go buy laxative? It's probably cheaper than the TikTok. And people were saying like explosive diarrhea and how bad it is. So as you know, I also am taking Zepbound, but I figured, what the hell? I'll give it a try. So I am on day 6 currently of Youth and Tonic. So the directions say 1 to 2 capsules at bedtime with 8 ounces of water. I thought it said 4 ounces of water, and that's about what I've been drinking. I don't know if that made a difference or not. And my bedtime always changes, so I haven't taken it at the same time every day. I've taken it between 8 and 11. Last night I took it at 11. So from what I was reading, usually you start to have effects of it the next day, about 8 hours later. Because I had seen some people say with the other one that they had, they were trying to time it so that they could do everything that they needed to do before they went to work in the morning. So they were taking it at like 5:30. I've been taking it, like I said, between 8 and 11, but I'm not having any effects until like 12 to 15 hours later. So it is currently 4 o'clock. I took one last night at 11. I didn't start having any like effects from it until around 2:30, 3 o'clock today. So when I say effects, exactly what you would expect if you're taking some type of a cleanse, right? So I was fully prepared to have to be in the bathroom a couple of times. I didn't really mind that part of it, and that's why I was doing it this week. Sorry, I'm not looking at you guys, but I'm trying to get this chicken cut. It's after 4. So I fully expected that. I knew that it's a cleanse, right? So we all know what has to happen if you're gonna have a cleanse. What I wasn't expecting was the pain that went along with it. And even right now, my stomach, like kind of through here, is very crampy. I just kind of feel like blah. And then I will get kind of overrun with this awful, like intense pain that I almost feel like I'm in labor and I have to like kind of breathe through it. So that's not really fun. Today it's probably been 2 or 3 times. 3 times, I think. Only 2 of them were like intense like that, but still not comfortable. But the rest of the day, I was just uncomfortable. Like my stomach was bothering me, but like nothing was really going on. And I was just kind of blah all day. Now, I'm also taking Zepbound. So I'm at 5 milligrams of Zepbound every single day. I don't know. I'm going to say that the Zepbound is having no effect as far as any of the symptoms that I'm having, just because I haven't had any real side effects before. So I'm thinking this is all related. Now that being said, the first couple of days were not bad. as far as pain, you know, I did what I had to do in the bathroom a couple of times, and I lost 1 pound in the first couple of days. Again, I'm also on Zepbound, so take that with a grain of salt. But as far as the weight loss, I'm gonna assume that it was the cleanse, because I know what I was eating and I know, you know, what had been going on with the Zepbound. So I feel like at least 1/2 pound, maybe a little bit more, was due to the cleanse. I'll see tomorrow, because right now I feel like I'm not losing as far as the Zepbound is concerned. So I'll kind of have to see like what's going on with that. And tune in and I'll let you know next week what my total weight loss for the week was. So when I weighed in on Monday, there was an extra pound that wasn't there the day before. So I'm gonna go with this is from the extra pound at the beginning of the week was from the cleanse. So I think because I'm home again most of tomorrow, I'll do one final pill today. I was gonna split it up and do like 5 days now and 5 days right before my vacation, but I actually don't have any time where I will be home for days on end. I am taking my mom to Cape Cod on the 9th and the 10th, so I'll take you guys along and you guys can see some of that. And then I'm gonna come back and I have to start getting packed for our vacation, and then we leave on the 13th. So I won't really have any time that week to be home and not really have to, worry about it per se. So, yeah. So overall, sorry, I have to get the other chicken breast. Overall, reviews, I think a cleanse is to be expected. I just don't know. I think people go into things not knowing fully what to expect. And you need to expect that when it says cleanse, it's going to be that you're going to have stomach pain, cramping, and diarrhea. A lot. So I haven't had a lot, but I'm taking 1 capsule. Recommended dose is 1 to 2. And because I'm taking the Zepbound, I wasn't going to take, too many chances. So I'm only doing currently the 1 capsule, and I've only done 5 of them. So today is day 6 because I stopped them at night. So, if you're going to be out and about, if you're going to be doing anything else, maybe not a good idea. If you know you're going to be home for a week or so and, you're feeling bloated and gross and you want to get rid of all of that, maybe this one's a better option if you're just sticking with the 1 capsule, because it's, not as intrusive as the other ones that are laxatives. Because at that point, go get yourself some laxatives. I don't understand why people don't do that, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm not going to say would recommend, but definitely, if you're feeling gross, if you want to clean out a little bit, because this one is all natural and this one was on Amazon, you might want to give it a try. Just know that you're going to have those side effects, because that obviously is part of a cleanse. It doesn't say it on the labels anywhere, but it should be to be expected, right? So while I'm talking about TikTok for a minute, have any of you all purchased the Tymo straightener comb? Do you know the one that's like all over TikTok and all over Facebook, where like every person in the world is straightening their hair with a straightening comb? It's by Tymo, Tymo, not Temu, the store, or however you pronounce that, but Tymo. And like everyone's saying it's like so great. Like this is my hair with like 2 passes of the straightener today, and then I just didn't really feel like it. But this is my summer hair. Just don't care, no makeup. Like this is what it is. So I'm curious if anybody has bought that straightener comb, and if so, did it work? Like this is my curly, coarse, hard to manage, but like this is my normal hair. You can see it's like I'm trying to stay away from the chicken, but like you can see it's curly and gross underneath. But I'm curious if anybody, because my straightener is just about ready to go, and I'm looking for something just a little bit easier. So if you have purchased it, can you let me know your honest opinion? Because obviously all the ones that are going to be on TikTok is because people want you to click their link and purchase through them, right? And you guys know I'm not about that. So can you just let me know, yes, no, has anybody bought it? And while I'm looking for suggestions or recommendations, does anybody have a good summer lip care product for like the sun? I was using Sun Bum, like a chapstick last year, and I hated it. It left like a weird like taste in my mouth. Like I don't know, something about it was gross. And when I go to the lake, my lips get really chapped between like being on the lake all the time and being out on the boat. And often I'll get like cold sores from the excessive sun and boat, speedboat use. So if anybody has something that works really good to avoid getting that sunburny, gross lips, you know, like it gets like fever blisters from like so much sun exposure. I'm assuming it's from the sun exposure, but I feel like every year I kind of end up with something going on. So if you have any recommendations for that as well, I would really appreciate it. I hope you guys, I mean, I don't know who would actually enjoy a video about bowel movements, but hey, you know, I'm just gonna keep cutting up my nasty chicken. And if any of you guys are new here, please go hit that subscribe button. For anyone who has not yet, could you run over to 2.0 Mommy and subscribe to her? We're like 75 people away from getting her to her 1,000, and that would be awesome. If you do like any of this content, if you could go ahead and like it while you're here right now, that would be awesome. It does help YouTube to know what you guys like and don't like, and if YouTube should, you know, help to support me as well. So I would really, really appreciate it. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna finish making up my dinner. I got some more paperwork that I have to do. I have a big eye doctor appointment on Friday. And yeah, so thank you guys all so much for being here. Sorry for not looking directly at you, but I did want to get this video out to you guys before I forget to review the Youth and Tonic 15-day cleanse for you. We'll talk to you guys real soon. Have a great day. I wanted to show you guys super quick what I'm making my husband for dinner. I'm doing some chicken, then I'm gonna do the coconut curry chicken for my son and I. My husband doesn't love it, so when I took out the chicken, I cut up one for my son and I, and then this is my husband's, and I just butterflied it. He loves Mrs. Dash. You guys know that it's not really Mrs. Dash, it's actually the dollar store, all seasoning, but he likes it. So I was gonna use Italian seasoning, which I don't like, but I figured he likes the Mrs. Dash, so I put that on there. And then I just cut up some tomatoes, which he loves. I threw a little mozzarella on there. I'll kind of keep it together, and I'm gonna bake that in the oven. I've done it many different ways. Our favorite is stuffed with asparagus and some cheese. I've done it with pepperoni. You can do it like with prosciutto and like all kinds of, you know, other, but asparagus is really good. Bacon, you can do like a bacon ranch. There was another way that I did it that was super, super good. Oh, I do it with stuffing, like baked stuff. A lot of times if I do it with stuffing though, I'll actually like cut them thin and then roll them up. And do like a baked stuffed chicken breast, but this is like a fun, like summer option, like a healthier summer option. So yeah, that's gonna go into the oven. I'm gonna get my chicken going, get my rice going, and yeah, that's gonna be dinner tonight. So I just thought I'd show you guys that, because there's always, you know, chicken is a lot of what we eat here, so I try to find ways to mix it up a little bit. All right, guys, take care. This is actually his finished product before it goes in the oven. Just got some thin potatoes and some green beans thrown on there, and these should crisp up a little bit, and yeah, we'll see how he likes it. FYI, he loved the American chop suey. Just goes to show you, change the name of something, because he came home and said, "What's for dinner?" And I said, "American chop suey," and he literally went, "Huh, I don't think we've ever had that before." And I'm thinking to myself, dude, it's pasta and meat sauce. We have it once a month. And every time we have it, he rolls his eyes and complains. I mean, he doesn't really complain. He doesn't like it. He doesn't eat more than one plate. He ate 2 plates and he took it for lunch today and yesterday. So he really liked it. And it was chicken. Call it something different, people. All right, this time I'm really saying goodbye.